Alright, today we're going to talk about classes and what is a class and what is not a class. Well, a class in Java and in any object-oriented programming language is basically a way to represent an object. It's a blueprint for an object. It's a blueprint for a data type. Any object in Java is also a data type, just like the string is an object. So any object that you create will work just like that. For example, if we're thinking about a car, okay, so think about a car. What properties does it have? We have to think in terms of properties that it has. What properties does it have? For example, it has maximum speed, and it also has maximum speed, license plate, right? Make and model, year, maximum tank capacity, etc. These are properties of a car. And we also have to think about this blueprint in terms of what can a car do. A car can speed up and can slow down at a given rate, right? That is an object. That is a representation we're going to work with. A car probably can do a lot more things than that, but for the purpose of designing a class, this is good enough. It's a small class. So now how do we put this in Java? Well, we create a new file. We're going to call this guy, by the way, let me save this. We're going to call this guy, this is going to be the object car, the class car. Remember, I use class and object and data types almost indistinctly when they're not primitives. So public class car, okay, and that is the basic skeleton. Now I'll save it just to have it there. Save. We're going to call this car.java. We have to call the class exactly the same as we call the exactly the same as the name of the class. Okay, exactly the same as the name of the class. Sorry about that. So we have the class car. Now remember I said the class car had some properties. So let's put some of them. Let's put maximum speed, for example. Okay. Now maximum speed is probably an integer, right? It's a number. So int max speed. Another thing that cars have is, for example, license plate, and that's going to be a string license plate, right? Those are things that it has. Another thing that it has is a current speed, right? At some point the speedometer will be telling you what speed it's going, right? So another thing that it has is the current speed. The current speed, right? And so on and so forth, all the properties. Now when we get to put what it can do, we put it in terms of methods. Remember methods from the other video on functions. So we have methods. So a method slow down will return nothing. It'll just update the speed, right? So when you're slowing down, it's just basically you're decreasing your speed. You don't need anything in return, right? So it's going to be void. It returns nothing. Slow down. And we probably want to have a rate, right? So we're slowing down at a well, let's do it simple. Slow down will just slow down the car a little bit. If you want to slow down a lot, you slow down many times, right? So you have slow down method that does something. There is some code here to slow down. Code to slow down. And the other method that it has is speed up. Right? These are things that a car can do, and there will be some code to speed up. Right? We implement these methods later on, but this is how you create a class. Now the class has some methods, slow down, speed up, which are things that the class can do, and the car class, or the class, has attributes, instance variables. We call these instance variables. Okay? Which are the attributes of the car, things that have a value and that value can change, or it's fixed, like max speed will be fixed, right? Or the license plate will be fixed for a long time. So this is how you create the blueprint of a class. Now using a class, that's going to be the next video.